I can tell he's in the spirit. Now, not all of the spirituals were of a religious nature. Some of them made fun. They had fun. This was their sense of community. They came together to lift themselves up. Remember, sing themselves happy and shout their troubles out and lift themselves up. Why did they have to do that? Because they didn't have Prozac and Letropro and all them things the doctor gave you for that. Yeah, that Letropro stuff, whatever that is. Right. Man that knows. Now, what we usually do, and I'm going to do it anyway.
All right, sister.
Brother John,
Yeah.
go find yourself a volunteer. Find a volunteer.
Volunteer.
One that's willing to come.
All right.
Don't do like you did last time. You had to drag somebody up here. Then we had to deal with the police and kidnapping charges. So don't. Oh yeah, you just look like you want to get picked. Let's hear it for the sister. Now the song is called while John is forcing this woman up to the stage. She's just too gracious and cool and calm and collected to run back to her seat. What is your name, ma'am? Altamise Brown. We're going to call you Sister Brown. Sister Brown, you may have my chair.
And my family, her last name Brown. Yeah.
Don't claim my sister, whatever you do. Now, the song is called Scandalize My Name. Now, I'm convinced that spirituals can be taught to anyone. We can learn them. And sometimes the song takes on the character and the personality of the person singing it.
Come on.
Now, Sister Brown, we're going to give you the lyrics. The other Sister Brown. Now, unless you know the song, we're going to sing the song 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways. You're the last one. You are the finale. You come up to this microphone and you sing your heart out.
All right.
Now, however you want to do it. No pressure. Absolutely no pressure. You can't do this wrong.
All right.
So put that out of your head. You can't do it wrong. I will be the last person to sing before you sing. Just where you see the blank space, you put somebody's title in there. Preferably nobody you rode in a car with who was driving. Because you might have to get in my car and I'll have to take you home, and then you're still going to have to deal with them afterwards, and they're going to ask you, why you put my name in there? So preferably don't talk about your mama. Don't talk about your mama. And, maybe don't talk about your daddy. But anybody else's, the word that I use in my space is neighbor. So you can, if you want to use that, you can. There's more than one neighbor. My sister, Yvonne Brown, is going to start us off. And the other Sister Brown is going to end.
All right.
And when you do that, Sister Brown, everybody's going to give you almost a standing ovation. You're going to be so good. Right? Okay. So, here we go.
I met my sister the other day, and I gave her my right hand. Well, just as soon as my back was turned, what did she not do?
I love it.
She scandalized my name. Now, do you call that a sister?
No.
Do you call that a sister?
No.
Do y'all call that a sister?
No.
That thing, I ain't even tell you what that gal did. She scandalized my good name.
Now you know what your part is. No, 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 no.
All right.
Well, I met my hairdresser the other day.
Come on now.
And I give him my right hand. Well, just as soon as my back was turned, he scandalized my name.
Uh-oh.
Now, do you call that a hairdresser?
No.
Do you call that a hairdresser?
No.
Do you call that a hairdresser? Scandalize my name.
But I thought you fixed your own hair, so I know why you up here talking about all that.
Jesus.
All them peas in that can.
Well, I met my niece, Lord, the other day, and I gave her my right hand. Oh, Lord, just as soon as my back was turned,
Where's that gal?
that heifer scandalized my good name. Now, do you call that a niece? Glory, gal. No, do you call her a niece? No! That heifer scandalized my good name.
All right, y'all, watch it. Go that way. Go that way.
I met my brother the other day,
Come on here.
and I give him my right hand,
Come on now.
and just as soon as my back was turned,
Burn up your cars, no problem.
he scandalized my good. Scandalized my name. They break up. They used to go together, so she mad. I said, do you call that a brother? No. Do you call that a brother? Do you call that a brother?
No!
He scandalized my good name.
Come on now. He's just mad because the brother got more money than him.
You talk after the service.
I met my neighbor
You and that neighbor.
the other day.
Come on now.
You and them broke back neighbors.
They're borrowing neighbors.
They want a cup of sugar. You want a rent a room.
Them
And I
borrowing neighbors.
met and I gave him my right hand.
On the right.
Right hand.
Hey, that's what them neighbors do to you. They make sure.
Sure enough.
Just as soon
Just as soon.
as my back was turned,
Well,
They need a ride.
he scandalized my name. Now, do you call that a neighbor?
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, it is act just like that. Yeah.
Do you call that a neighbor?
No.
Do you call that a neighbor?
What the world?
You scandalized my name. All right, Sister Brown.
Come on, Sister Brown.
All right now.
Say.
Well, you know, I met my neighbor the other day, and I gave her my right hand.
That's the team. That's the team.
And just as soon as I turned my back, they scandalized my name. Now, do you call that a friend?
No.
Do you call that a friend?
No.
I said, do you call that a friend? That scandalized my name.
Now the language of the slave, of the ancestors, is called Gullah.
All right.
Now Gullah Jack has been up here and he's given you a really good presentation about that. But this is my time. Gullah Jack, I see him over there. Now, to give you another example of what that language sounds like, I will tell you a story. And this is a story, don't stop me if you've heard it before. This is a story about two deer hunters. One is from the north, and one is from the south. And he is what we call from Yam. Now apparently these two gentlemen had been waiting for some deer, and ain't no deer come by.
All right.
So the northern gentleman is looking to the southern gentleman and he says, "Sir, there are no deer out here.
All right.
Why don't we just go home?" And the southern gentleman looks at the northern gentleman and says, "No, sir." So they keep right on waiting.
All right.
Northern gentleman says again, "Sir, there are no deer out here. Let's pack up and go home."
Well,
To which the southern gentleman says again, a little bit more energetic, "No, sir." So he says, "Tell you what, why don't we just move to another spot? Why can't we do that? Why can't, we've been out here so long, I've seen a raccoon and a possum and a College of Charleston student on a skateboard. But I ain't seen no deer. So why don't we just move to another spot? Tell me why we can't do that." Well, the southern gentleman answered his question. And I quote, he told them this: "The deer, that the deer, they ain't there. But the deer, that the deer ain't there."
All right now.
So the northerner looks at him again and he says, "Come again." So he tells him again. He says, "The day, that the day, ain't there. But the day, that the day ain't there." He said, "Man, say that in English for me, please." So he tells him, he says, "The day that the deer is there, that's the day that they're not there. But the day that they are there, that's the day the deer is not there."
All right. All right. That's right. That's right.
I got a confirmation over here.
All right. All right. Confirmation.
So the northerner says, "Oh, I get it. The day, that the day ain't there. But the day, that the day ain't there."
Amen.
Southern gentleman says, "That's correct."
Hey.
Where's the sound guy? Moved. Okay. The ancestors were not afraid of death.
No, they weren't.
After all, they were going to a better place. Their struggle would be over
Yeah.
and their work would be done.
All right.
"Oh Lord, I done what you told me to do. Oh Lord, I done what you told me to do. Oh Lord, I done what you told me to do." I said, "Oh Lord, I done what you told me to do. Told me to sing that. Oh Lord, I done what you told me to do." I said, "Oh Lord, I done what you told me to do. Told me to shout, told me to
done what you told me.